Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I forgot to turn off the light. Be right back. Alright. Welcome, welcome. Let's see what we can get done today. Not sure how much and how long I will stream today, but let's see. Forgot to open my second monitor. Alright, cool. So let's get started. Yeah, everything is closed, looks good. We can get rid of that for now again. I did some testing yesterday after the stream, but nothing noteworthy. This would go down. Okay. I have a couple of things I want to try today, and I will settle for this approach, and we will try it all the way to the end, even though it might not be optimal, because always going back and forth will not get us far until I tried something finally for once. So what I want to do is we have the word chunk tree, and we will have a word active where, I mean, basically word leaf nodes, but technically that's not leaf nodes. I mean, yeah, it is actually. It kinda is. And we will make it 64 big plus 32 big, which is fine, I think. And then we have still the indirect dispatch. And we have does that make it that much better? Let me think again. I think that just makes it complicated, so let's leave that out for now. YouTube chat test, thank you. Although the smiley doesn't work on the stream, but in the YouTube chat it works. Whatever. Because I think making this how I would want it to, what would probably just make it harder in the end. But we need the other buffer anyways, so let's create it. It's not so that's basically the leaf nodes, and we just push in the size of where they are like the Morton index. We can push some additional stuff in there. But not sure if we want that. And then this is basically 8 to the power, like 1 shifted by, let's do 16. Is that, no, 16 is not a lot, right? Yeah. So that's like 1 million. Let's do 25 for now. Which is probably... Oh, it's actually million, right? 1 shifted by 25. It's 33 millions. That's already way too much. That's like 1 million. Let's do that. Alright. Which probably is way more than we actually need. Does it even fit in my size here? Oh yeah, that's unbound, okay. And then let's build all of the trees at once. So we will do that stuff basically where we do tree index equals 0, tree index less than. Do we do that? Maybe we just do it in one go. Let's try it in one go. Let's go down to level 20, worst case. Well, let's start with level 10. And we do this. Depth mask needs to turn into uint 30, like uint 64, which basically removes this padding. And then we basically shift that, do that, the offset. I think we can leave away. We handle the offset different. Not sure how we handle the offset yet, but I will basically come up with that on the fly. Don't worry. But basically what we will do is that will turn into the struct that we discussed last time. Create entry or create node request or like split. Whatever. You in 64T Morgan and you in offset. And that becomes this. And this goes down there. This goes up here. This becomes a UN64T depth mask. And the padding is gone. And then the offset, what did we use it for? For the flat index in the tree. Create info. But do I need that? Oh, maybe I do because I have like only one queue, right? But we could just go back to the 2 queue approach. Split request queue buffer 0. Huh? Oh, we don't have that buffer yet. Terrain word octree leaf node CPU buffer, which we will fill last, but yeah. And then this is split request and then basically handle another one. And then let's get rid of those. Because what we will do is we will encompass this here plus that. And then basically we replace this here. And we can get rid of that. And what that means is we can put the depth mask up here. Shrink all of that a little bit. This is split requests, read buffer, split requests, write buffer. And we are basically back to what I initially had in mind, which might be best anyways. Let's bring the push constants up to where they should be. And then we split request, split right. This is fine, this is fine. All of that is fine. And we split that. Perfect. Now we just need to change the shader here. So the idea would be that we have here U int count and the node requests, right? And basically that would be this, and we basically copy those names because they are actually quite self-explanatory, which makes it better as well. And then we take the uint like that. Oh wait, the node count. I still want that one, right? It's this one that goes away. I mean, we can still... whatever. Let's do it like that. Oopsie. So here, push constants, node count. I mean, we don't need that, but it's nice to know how many nodes we have, right? Alright. That should work so far. Now the only thing is we need to write request buffer count is 0. Then I think this offset goes away. And this is just u constants. Read buffer nodes at flat index. Well, but then this becomes a split node request, right? And then this is like that. This becomes a UN 6040. Don't say that. Hashtag believe or whatever the kids say. I have to believe in something, right? So that is... We don't need to cast that. That can be just like that. That's a Morton index, and now we get a Morton index out here. We don't need to do that. The flat index is just our split request. Add offset. Then this becomes that. This all is still fine, that's fine. That one should be a UN64 T. What did I miss? What's that hashtag? So that is as well a UN64T. This one will be a UN64T. Right? Well, actually, no, right? Oh no, it will be. Wait, why? Ah, because of that. Well, no, hell no. We don't do that. We just write directly into it. And we don't peg anything, we just say split node request is our shifted Morton plus I and this. Oh, well, we need and one shifted by 64. Right? Or one shifted by 15? Is it one shifted by 63? Oh, maybe it is. Never mind. Non-fixed term contract. So a temporary one or what? That is Z. So I guess you're planning to then move back, I guess. Ah, no, it's non-temporary. Okay, well then, congrats. Actually, I as well will... If... okay, well that is a little bit of a bad thing. But we basically always would increase this child offset by 8 if we have a valid count, but let's not do that for now, because it makes the deallocation a little bit simpler. So I probably bricked something along the way, pretty sure. that this doesn't work right away. Oh, okay. Fascinating. So I bet I made a bunch of mistakes somewhere. Oh, well, that one is definitely here wrong. That should be read, well, right. Buffer nodes. This should be right buffer nodes. Right buffer nodes. Well, that's a little bit more than. No, I think I had 3 months as well when I moved to Barcelona. Or was it 2? Maybe it was 2 months. But I mean, that was in 2017, so housing market was a little bit better. But do you plan to stay on the, like in the north in Vilazar, or do you plan to go to Barcelona? Like if you would have like a, I mean, sometimes you don't really have a choice, right? You find something nice where you might not have expected it, but like if you would have complete say in it, do you like it outside there, or do you prefer the city? I mean, yesterday you said you don't really like the city, so I assume Barcelona is not something for you. Let's see how many shader errors we get. 32? Ah, Terrassa. Yeah, there were some people from that we actually were like friends with from work that lived in Terrassa. But I think I've never been there. Huh? 33? Oh. Forgot the semicolon. What? Is the buffer too big or what? Which one am I trying to make too big? This one? Oh, why is that? Oh, okay, well, that explains why. Does that even fit? What is that? 8 to the power of... Where? I don't think that fits, right? I think that's not realistic. I think I should do something like this, probably. But this is already quite intense. Let's set the chunk count here to 1 shifted by 10. Ah, well, no. Make 14. Bit too little. Let's make that 17. Let's see if that is good enough. Let's actually hard code that done. So if child count, well, if you constants, oh, this one, plus child count is greater or equals to 1 shifted by, what was it, 16? 17. We output a warning here. Exceeding split requests buffer. Okay. Well, this is the problem. Hey. What buffer is too big? Hello, Sedeshaw. Hope you had a great stream. Thank you for the raid. And thanks for all the follows, guys. So yeah, welcome. We are currently trying to get our world octree running. And we crash currently on the GPU somewhere, which is unfortunate. So I think we need to go back a little bit. So let's do 2 levers. Where I'm from, I am from Austria, lived abroad for 7.5 years, and now I'm back in Austria. Yeah, that's the short version. I mean, we should keep it in English mostly, but I'm fine. And you? Don't really. Now is my publicly acquired consultant. Well, I wouldn't say that. It's a give and take. So I'm wondering, it might be already an issue in the first level. So let's not dispatch anything. Thank you guys all for the follow. I really appreciate that. Let's do 1 level first. It is a little bit complex, not gonna lie. So what I'm trying to do is First of all, hopefully my stream doesn't crash because of the GPU crashes that we get. Wouldn't be the first time. So... Oh, we are still live, good. So we have a volumetric terrain. I can show a screenshot in a second because yeah, it doesn't build right now, so let's go to my blue sky because we had that already. So yeah, it doesn't work currently, but this was the terrain before, right? We had like one big chunk, 512 meters by 512 meters. It's a volumetric terrain, so you could dig into it. Yeah, sculpt in it a little bit already. And now I'm trying to scale that up because this is just one 512 chunk, right? And for a world we need more than that, so I'm trying to build similar to like games where you had like in Minecraft, like bigger terrains. So I was never living in Barcelona, I was living outside, right, in Vilassar. And there the rent was for 83 square meters, 1,300. Yes, this is generated with a noise function in GLSL, not C++. It all runs on the GPU. Because the CPU version that I have it on the CPU as well, but it's too slow for those kind of details that I want. So we are running on the GPU already, which makes everything a little bit more complex. So I'm thinking maybe my buffer is wrong. Probably, yeah. That doesn't sound too bad for that size. And I guess that's in Terrassa, so yeah, that price seems... I mean, in Barcelona you will never get that price, right? But that doesn't sound too far off for like the, yeah, Terrassa area. Okay, what could be going wrong here? We could always have the wrong buffer. How do we best verify that? So do we set everything? We set the word chunk, we set the node count, we set the depth mask. We hopefully set the indirect dispatch. Let's bring that up here. Then we have the camera position. Root half extends. Node extends and offset. That doesn't look wrong. Yeah, it is. It is definitely. What could go wrong here? 72. So everything here is set, right? Oh, that looks wrong. Node count. Oh. So that was garbage. That might already be the reason why it crashed. Okay, good. We're back. Alright, so let's bring back our beautiful shader that does this cranked up to an insane level. Okay, so that was kinda quick. We are outputting some values here. Can't find instructions from any handles in shader map? What? Can't find instructions from any handles in shader map. Huh? Let's do that. But I mean, we are not outputting too much stuff, right? And this was yesterday working, so like, I mean, let's remove those again. Although I think there was an issue with that yesterday, so let's actually do just one for now. Because I think there was an issue with the subdivision yesterday. Okay, yeah. So this is wrong. Because the child center should be not that. So I'm wondering, what am I doing here? Well, it should probably be child extends. Or? I mean, that's half extends. I think actually it might be that this is actually child extends here. To be correct. Okay, that looks more correct, yeah. So those are the right center positions now, perfect. Alright, so let's get rid of those debug prints. Yeah, there's a lot of branching here. We potentially need to look at that in the future. That could be a problem why the shader might be slow in the end. But currently, I think I'm running it still every frame and I don't see any performance hit. So, I mean, it's hard to say because we don't have any terrain, but so far there is not really anything I can see. Did I increase the depth again? No, I didn't. Let's see, load. Okay, cool. That was not what I expected. Let's do 6 for now. That is basically the depth that we had before. which was already working. Okay, so that works, or is it just that it didn't work in RenderDoc for some reason? Okay, no, that works. Oh, we are not running it every frame, never mind. So how many nodes do we have here? 21,833. That's not too bad. I think one thing I would want to do is add some more distances here. If it's less... I mean, maybe we should even be less than that. So this is 248, and then this is 496. And then otherwise we just go fully hammed up to 46 meters here. As if, while distance camera is less than, let's say 8,000. What's the double of that? $248 times 2 times 2, 18192. So that, and then we go even further out. Lot child size to 128 basically, which would be check 64,000 divided by 64 is 1,000, right? And that is basically level 3, I think. Oh, we can probably see it here when we dispatch. It's 32, 68,949. Oh, and then we're already done. Never mind. Let's do 8 and let's see if that works. Okay, that still works. Let's see if RenderDoc agrees that this still works. GPU crash incoming. Oh, it really crashed. Okay, so then I think it's that we are exceeding the buffer size for the create queue. Because currently we just subdivide like crazy. In the past I was working on an NVIDIA GPU. I have tried it on a 3060 recently and that works. On a 4070 there is an issue. But I have no idea what it is yet. So on the 40 series it might not work. 30 series was working fine. It's on the list to get as much coverage as possible, but I don't have the money for a 40X series currently. I mean, I would have it, but I don't have a machine for it, so it's like, nah. I don't want to have two graphics card in one PC. So it's a bit of like, yeah. Really, are we exceeding this, basically? Is that the question? Maybe we are. So let's add here another dimension to it. Which is already quite... Well, actually... It's not so crazy. Let's actually do 19. I looked at that and there is, but only for Linux. And not for Windows. As far as I saw. Because most of them run on Linux machines in Docker containers, and you cannot run a Docker container of Windows on Linux as far as I know. I mean, there might be a way, but not an easy maybe. And most of the services as well say that there is no way to run Windows on them. Because the thing is that I don't think they want to buy a Windows license. That's why they are not running in Windows, right? Because I think for that you like to provide that you would need to buy Windows licenses, I think, for your machines. Which is, I think, one of the main reasons why this doesn't exist. But maybe I'm wrong on that assumption. But that's my theory behind it, why it doesn't really exist yet. Okay. So that build. So we were running out of queue size. So how much nodes do we have here now? $311,625. And we go down to level 8. Which is... What's the size? Do we already stop subdividing some of them then? Please tell me yes. No. God damn it. I mean, maybe we do another one that basically stops at 512 already. No, I don't think we can stop at that. So let's try to push it to like at least level 11 is that, I think. Ever seen Azure pricing? Yeah, I mean, it's a long time ago, but yeah, it was quite expensive back then already. Okay, so at that point we would stop subdividing some of the outer nodes, which might make it more manageable. I don't know if we run again out of queue size. It looks like we do, if I have to trust that. But why is my message not working? Do I need... Is that... do I device while graphics API? Do I put that there? Oh yeah, we do. I mean, I guess we can do... Okay, I mean, yeah, it's too many threads are trying to print that, so... Let's go even further with the build list. And that is the problem that I see with this approach that I currently have, that we might run out of... I mean, we don't run out of space. But I mean, that's already... kinda... I mean, that's 1 million now. Hello, what's up? No, we ran into it again. Okay. Did we run into that shit again? Or do I print some other messages somewhere? Ah, I'm printing this as well. So maybe it's this that complained. Okay, yeah, maybe. Yes, okay, so let's see. Thank you for the follow. Let's see how far we can push this. Okay, that still worked. It seems like. We need to get to depth 20. Or 21. Not sure. Let's see if we explode. It didn't explode, I think. But did it work? Did I create my full octree? Let's hope render dock doesn't crash. Okay, well that worked better than expected. Are we really fully subdivided? I mean, that's 700,000 nodes. That looks good. Alright. We are there, boys. We have an octree, I think. Let's see if we can... let's see if we can... So the next step would now be... Can I see somehow how much memory I'm using? I mean, probably right on the GPU here. And go to details. and then select columns. GPU dedicated memory. I mean, that's not so much, right? Yeah, I mean, that's basically nothing. We're basically using nothing of our GPU. So that's a good sign that we fit into memory. I wonder if there... I mean, there is definitely a better way to measure that, but I'm not sure if how to do that in Vulkan. Alright, so next step is we need another buffer here. Which is unfortunate. I mean, I guess we can get rid of the node count buffer. That one was really just a debug one. So basically we do that, and then this is word octree leaf nodes leaf buffer. And we basically copy that. Or we create a struct here. Word octree leaf node. That one is this. And then this is a uint64t leaf. Or Morton. And it's pretty much just that, right? I mean, we could store it in the word octree actually. Ah no, we want only the leaves, right? We want only the leaves, so that's why we store it separate. But then we could store it like that. Leaf Morton. Basically. Do I need the depth? Oh yeah, I need more than that, right? Okay, no, I need actually more than that. And then I need the uint 32 basically depth. So that well, depth depth is fine. I can build the depth mask on demand. To save some bytes. So that would be this would go here, this would be leaf nodes. Or like that. Is leaves like that, right? Or yeah. Good, I'm not completely... My English is intact. So let's see. So we built this, and then we need another buffer here. Oh no, we don't, because we already fit it here. Oh wait, we needed the count buffer, right? For the allocation. Oh, we can fit that in here, that's not such a big deal. Word chunks octree uint count. And then here uint count. We can always fit that in there. And then this is where chunks octree count. And then if we don't split, so if our valid mask or did we not say we split all the way always? Let's add that now. So we always split by 8. And if we have a valid mask in here, we split further. Here's maybe nothing, I don't know. I'm not sure how to mark leaves here. But basically, I think it's if we are not... We're not doing that. We split. And then is it the leaf node, the rest, the remaining things? I think it's more the fact that if the octree node valid mask is not 255, then we are a leaf. And that would be the Morton index here. Is that it? So basically we do that, then this is the valid mask. And here the leaf mask basically gets set to I mean, yeah, probably it is here, leaf mask. Right? Because then this branch is a leaf. 32. 64. 128. And then I think it is really just if the valid mask is not... Well, actually this can stay in there. Or maybe not. Let's do it outside. No, let's keep it in there. We do an atomic add here. Yeah. And that is just one. And then the other part is if this is basically not that, we can do another else if leaf mask equals 255. Then we do the same. And again, this can be optimized by reducing the branching, but for now we will keep it simple. And that should give us all of our leaves, hopefully. We just need to change the buffers. So that is a size of U32 plus, and that one as well. And then we can build that. I mean, let's see. I think it is done, but 293. At least one version is done, and then let's see if that actually works with the terrain. That one is word chunks octree count. Might be already good enough, potentially. No, of course not. Man, I always do mistakes in those shaders. Yes, of course, that was obvious. No. Word octree, of course it's called that. Don't tell me I need less time to cook Milanese than you need to get Changchi working. Well, I think that's true. But I'm fine with that. I am more than fine with that. 343. Oh yeah, okay. That makes sense. This needs to go here and then... Is the depth mask just a... Okay, yeah, that is gone basically. But is this just a U constant depth mask plus 1 divided by 3? Ah, that's GLSR. Shader language. So that would be 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 divided by 3 is level 2. That might work actually. Because I think that's exactly how we do it on this side as well, right? So the depth mark is 1 shifted by 3 times the depth. So I think that should do it, right? So if depth is 5, then we have 3 times, 3 times 5. Oh my god, please. 3 times 5. And then 1 shifted by 15. And then that divided by 3. Why that didn't work? Then we are horribly failing. That's the short answer. Currently, in this version, we don't support more than 21 depth. But 21 depth is kinda insane already. But I want to support more, but let's get one thing first running. Extending the Morton to more depth is not that hard then. But I guess it doesn't work like that. Maybe I should just sync the depth in there instead of doing this. And then I just build the depth mask on demand. Yes, pretty much it will be. Well, I think with 96 we are fine for the Morton code. That goes up to word sizes of 440 kilometers or even more. I'm not quite sure. But it's kinda insane at like 69 already. 96, not 69. 69 is a different resolution that I'm not about to add. Let's give it the depth like that, maybe. But we need a buffer then. I mean, we can do this, right? We can keep it like that. And we don't need to cast the depth mask. This is basically the same. And then this becomes basically 1 shifted by 3 times the depth. Minus 1. I think we need to no comment. Maybe I don't need to do that actually. Maybe that just works like that. I mean, okay, maybe I need to mark that as UL. I don't know. I can as well maybe do UN 6040 depth mask. And then we go further. Depth mask. Do we have it somewhere else here? So this one then becomes depth without anything. And that makes that kinda easy. And then we just need to cast it to a uint. Because we don't. More than 32. It's just a uint 64 because of this part here. Where is it? This part here. But because I don't want to rearrange the buffer now. But that should work, and then we can get rid of that. Or this depth for now. Put depth here. Reconsider syncing the mask directly. Alright. Will it work? Of course not, because I still have shader errors. 3, 4, 3. 3, 4, 3. Oh, where that is. What am I doing here? I'm not in C++. What is the struct card? Word octree leaf node. Alright, so let's see if it now works. Probably still not. I mean, that looks already... And we crashed. Perfect. What might be the reason for that? Let's make smaller levels for now again. Let's see if that helps. If it's a size issue. Might be a size issue. Although we were generating it beforehand already. Yeah, no. Something's wrong. As usual. Maybe we should initialize that one definitely as well. Wherever we have the root. Here. To 0. So that would definitely help. Oh, and then... Am I even setting the buffer yet? No, of course not. So I mean, well, that is pretty much the reason why it fails. So we do this, and then here, this, and this needs to be terrain, word, octree, leaves. And then a node count buffer we can scrap. that should be better. Giving it a right buffer. Perfect. As expected. Right. 20. Wait, I have an idea. We can do this as U32 depth. And another U32 max depth. Yeah. See, problem solved. If you constant depth, or we can do that inside the evaluate actually. If you constant depth equals you constant max depth, then we just return. And then here we can u in the depth, u in 6, u in max depth, and that's that. And then wherever we had the depth before, yeah, I mean that still should work, probably. Perfect. So the question is, can... Oh no, we did 20 levels already. And 20 levels is probably fine, right? Because what's the last size here? Let's see what we dispatch here. Core stack. No. Lockers. Push constants. Where is my size? Here, node extends goes down to 16.8421 0.5 0. Perfect. Perfect. So let's see how many leaf nodes we have. And let's see if RenderDoc... No, RenderDoc is perfectly fine with all of that as well. Which is a great sign. And then we have a u int count and a u int where we have a struct nodes u int 64 p Morton u int depth, and then this is a u int count and nodes node array. Does that work? Oh yeah. Not quite sure if the that is 1 million leaf nodes. Is that correct? That's a shit ton of leaf nodes. Okay, but that looks still the same. Wait, then that's 800,000 nodes here. But yeah, we don't store node depth. Oh, well, okay, yeah, that is not the same structure, right? It's just that. But this one, I might get spoiled with quality of life here in Catalonia. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Can't lie. It's pretty nice life there. Why do we have so many no leaves though? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should make it smarter already, the subdivision, to reduce the node count a little bit before going ham on the terrain generation. So the idea would be... Nice. Yeah. That's how fast I guess it can be. Well, he wants to sell you stuff. He wants to sell you stuff. Okay, so we probably run out of space though in my buffer. So I'm wondering, is there something that I can do to make this? I'm not quite sure if the node split is totally valid. Yes, it is. The faster he finds you something, the more money he can make. Because he gets the next client. Yeah, I think I do half an hour more today. It's not really on stream schedule anyways to stream today. And we started half an hour earlier, so... yeah. I think my brain is already a little bit fried from this. But I want to potentially reduce the leaf count. So the leaf count I can reduce by bringing over some metrics from the CMS split policy. Where it's basically... oh wait, it's corner 6. Why would it be corner 6 though? Ah, that looks wrong. Right? Cubic, where cubic... where was it? did I do? Okay, where? I've bricked it again. Okay, restored it. Load request. Probably. Ah, did I remove it? Hey, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so here, cube... No, 0 and 7 are opposite of each other. So yeah, I'm not sure why it would be 6 here. Doesn't make too much sense. Doesn't matter. But then we get the corner position, the gradients of all the positions. I mean, that's really helpful, not gonna lie, right? And it says where this one is basically how we break up the cube into the faces. This is the faces plus each corner. And this is basically how each face has to put into the marching squares, like what has to be corner 0, 2, 1, and 3, and what has to be edge. Well, what is then edge 0, 1, and 2, and 3. That helped a lot to find the right combinations here. It's really important to draw some things. And it's here as well for future, right? So that other people know it as well. If they would ever read that. And it's, I think I ported it to the shader as well. So in the, because that was the C++ implementation, right? And I think, do we have it here? No, it's in the include, right? Where is it? Oh, that is include, but... Ah, it's here in marching squares. Here we have all of those. As well the different cases for marching squares, right? So basically you know what configuration 0 and 15 are, and then 1, 2, 4, 8, and then that those are mirrored and stuff like that. So it's like a lot of information here. Which should make it a little bit easier in the future. Well. Okay, so we have the octree. We want to get over the subdivision policy. So we have to get all the corners. So this is for sure a leaf, right? At that point we stop and we are a leaf node. And then here... I mean, that will probably blow up the... Or does it? Actually no, right? Because we already get those values anyways. I currently already get those values anyways. So let's do that. So vec 4... I mean, that's the corner, which is basically... Okay, I mean, currently I get the child positions, but it doesn't really matter, right, in this case, because I can get the corners and then decide based on that. Corner 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this is... half extends. We leave out that. Child extends. Oh yeah, that was that basically. And now we get corner 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we get back 4 samper corner 0. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we get our diagonal. And check if we should split. We can basically get rid of that function now. We will not use that anymore. And we can do that here. We move corner 7 up. Move that here. If should split equals false. We do that. Otherwise we get the other corner positions. We actually sample all of those. And then, yeah, we need to check a couple of values here. Basically, that has complex surface we need to move. And yeah, the exceeds geometric error is a little bit more expensive, probably, but let's see. That gives in a const vector 4. Oh, where? Yeah, corner 0. Let's bring all of them over. Oh, let's actually do it internally here. It's looped. How did that work? Okay, maybe we don't bring that over. Hold on, maybe we actually do a loop here. Never mind. Samples 8. And can I build that? I mean, I can do it like that, right? Okay. Although I think we actually do... Don't I do... Yeah, I actually can do it like that, probably. Let's hope that works. corner samples. And now we get here a vec for corner samples of 8. Then u end. And that is basically complex surface threshold. Are you sure that won't decay to a pointer? Nah. Don't say that. Let's define that for now. I think I want to make this that should probably be a constant that we can send in from outside. But for now, let's do that. Let's give it 85 here as the complex threshold. Where was that? So here we do if has complex surface corner samples, then we should split. And we don't really do smaller subdivisions anymore. If we split fully, right? So if we are relief or not is maybe a little bit a separate topic. But I don't know, let's deal with one thing at a time. And then this geometric arrow is a little bit more... Is that really how I did it? I think that's not exactly correct in terms of how CMS actually is done. I think the octree split policy is something different in reality, actually. Do I have it here? That's a other implementation of CMS that is already as well on the GPU. But I'm not sure. Okay, so this just does the largest. Okay, this goes through the edges. But what does it do with that? Oh, okay, surface check. Okay, yeah, so, I mean... What's the anger threshold? 1. That looks insane. So that is more, I think, on the terms of what the original algorithm does. But I don't quite understand this part. Edge to corners. And that's the edge, and that gets... Okay, the 2 corners. And checks the surface. But how does that work then? Because isn't one edge? What? Okay, well, that is actually something else. Where does that get set? I am confused by this. That doesn't make any sense. I think it's here, probably. Yeah. But... what does that mean? I mean, I do... local intersection. Nah, I am child parent edge connections. Whatever. I have no idea what he actually does here. I do understand that in the original algorithm it wants to look if an edge is split 2 times. Basically. But I have no idea what he is doing here. That is if S1 minus S2 is 2. That's the 2 corner points. But if both of them are 1 or positive, then he says we have to check. No, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense in my head. Because can't it be the case that we're both 1? Or like positive? If we are fully outside or inside, then this is the case. So why would you need to subdivide in that case? Nah, I don't believe this. This I think is... Maybe I don't get it. That might be as well. Maybe I stick with my approach, which was a little bit more brute force, or let's say fire. So we still get all the corner values basically. Yeah, so we still get all the W's basically off the corners, and then we sample 19 points within the cube, which is a little bit excessive, but that's basically it. And then we do a check if we exceed a geometric error in those sample points combined. I can actually show how that looks. Let me quickly find that, because I have that. I didn't come up with that myself. Where is that? Is that here? Yeah. So basically it's this algorithm here. Oh, well, it's a Chrome. So basically we have our octree, right? And then the red things are our corners. So we get the corner values from the surface, and then we sample the green points, which are the child corners. And then we check if the sampled values from the children versus the sample point of our corners exceed a certain error. So basically, how close are they to each other? And if our error of the 8 corner points is off by a certain factor from the 19 samples, then we know there is some detail that we are missing. That's basically the idea, and then we can subdivide like that. So it's a little bit excessive, but yeah, it's not too bad. So we can implement that, but we will do that tomorrow. But yeah, so the heuristic, so we have a full octree already. Now it's just making it a little bit smarter so that it stops earlier to subdivide, stops all like in the right places as well to subdivide. And then tomorrow we will do that and hopefully be able to feed this into the meshing algorithm, which in theory shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, so there's that. The algorithm was quite fast. The generation of the octree was insanely fast actually. So that is already a good sign because we created 1 million nodes or something like that and there was almost no hitch. So yeah, that's a good sign. Alright. That being said, I am gone for today. I am fried. We will be back tomorrow. As I said, on the weekend I will try to stream every day this week. So yeah. You have to endure me a bit more this week than usual. Thank you, thank you. Let's raid someone. Yeah, you too have a good night. Let's see who we can raid. I would want someone new. There's someone with that tag. If anyone has some suggestions, always open for it as well. Someone has a good streamer that he can recommend me. It's really not that easy to find someone. Oh. What is he up to? Let's rate him again. I don't know. I don't really find some people at this time. It's always hard to find people. It's some game. No, let's go. Nah, that's very boring. Market research. It's not even game development. Let's go there. It's a Godot. That's at least coding. Not sure. It's a new guy. Let's spread it and let's see. Yeah, thank you very much for joining. See you tomorrow. I will check out his stream a little bit and then I'm off. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye bye. Hope to see some of you tomorrow.
The English knowledge, yeah. Dim only teenagers are guaranteed to know English. I could see that.